is 14 minutes after. It's going to be a beautiful day today with, if you like rain, right, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. We need some rain desperately, and we'll get some today, tonight, and tomorrow. Laura Heath, District 5, Sylacauga City Councilwoman, our guest this morning, and just voted as the president of the Sylacauga City Council. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, historically, I don't know how long it's been since a female has been president of the council. Do you?
I'm unsure if we've ever had a female president of the council.
Could be first.
Could be the very first female president.
Yeah. So how did that work, and where do we go from here?
Well, I was nominated by Tiffany Nix. Lee followed up, and I nominated.
Were you surprised?
I was shocked. I was really surprised by it. I mean, I think my facial expression should have shown in the council meeting, and I was a little nervous, you know, afterwards. But I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Your first term council person.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's an incredible opportunity, and I appreciate those, you know, that put their faith and trust in my leadership to fulfill that role.
So I guess you hit the ground running, right?
Yes, sir. For the most part, you know, I've kind of tried to just get an idea of what, as president, you know, it falls within my role. That, you know, it's a learning curve. I've got to.
What do you do?
Well, I set the agenda, I preside over the meetings, and I'm just one council member still, you know, there's nothing special.
Do you have that gavel?
I need one.
You do?
I do. Yeah. I need one. That's a good idea.
You get things in order.
Yes, sir. And, you know, just make sure that we follow the preliminary procedures correctly that we put in place on the, you know, when we were voted into office and sworn in.
No major changes, I guess.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. I mean, I still work for the people of the city. Still, you know, the council's my teammates. We're a team. We, you know, without three of a kind, you can't get anything passed. Yeah. So we all have to work together, and I hope to, you know, bridge any gaps and keep unity, and because you know, we stand divided, we fall. Absolutely.
So where do we go from here? What are some issues on the table that you see that we need to deal with immediately?
You know, there's multiple. There's always going to be, you know, issues that on the table. I mean, we're over, you know, the taxpayers' money for a city. There's always going to be something on the table for us.
Yeah.
And right now, we've got to fix some pay plans. We have to. You know, we're going to lose. Public safety is a huge factor in our city, and we have a phenomenal fire department. You know, we upped the police pay plan. That went great. We found the money. Now it's time for fire. And we also have the animal shelter, street department, and shop that we need to look into as well. But fire department, we're going to lose quite a number of people if we don't act pretty fast because.
So how are we going to fix that?
Well, they passed the tax increase. You know, I voted against it. I was not in favor of the tax increase because I didn't want to hit the people of our city while they were down. But it passed, and you know, people have their reasons. You know, we represent different districts. Different districts want different things. My district didn't want the tax increase, so I didn't pass it.
You vote for your district.
Right, and now that we have that money flowing in, I believe that there is some money that can be moved around to where we can fulfill those pay plans. But I don't know that quite yet. I don't have it in concrete. You know, I want to make sure that we take care of public safety for sure. They have to be taken care of because that's what the taxpayers of our city want. They want a strong, you know, police, fire, education. That's something that's at the top of their list, and that's who we represent.
You know, anytime there's change, there's always rumors, innuendos. There's always something out there, and I'm sure there's no exception to the rule here. But
absolutely
how
not.
are you handling that?
Ignore it. Look at the source. Look at the source where it
go
comes
away.
from. And I mean, you know, you got to consider the source.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned to do. You know, being a female that has an opinion, you know, it's not always appreciated and it's not always welcome. But you know what? At the end of the day, I work for the people of this city. We're a team on the council.
You're up for the challenge, right?
I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah. So there were some appointments made.
Yes.
Talk about those this morning.
Those appointments we had for the library board, Amy Price was reappointed, and we had the hospital board, which was a hot seat. There was multiple people interested in that seat. Some didn't apply because, you know, they were well aware that they wouldn't have the support of the council, so they just didn't even apply. And I was very torn on that vote, and because Shirley Spears is the only female on that board. Shirley Spears has served this community very well.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Marlowe's a great guy, served great on the school board, but you have to look at the fact that there would be no women left on that board, and I didn't promise a vote to anybody. I've never promised a vote. That is something that I learned very early on. You don't promise votes, you offer support, and I support any candidate that puts their name on that, application to apply for a board, because it's not an easy job. Boards are hard, and that's their time, and it's appreciated. But at the end of the day, I got to vote for District 5 and what the majority of District 5 wants, and that's who I vote for.
So Dr. Spears was appointed to the hospital board.
She's done phenomenal vamping the foundation for the hospital, and I think that you've got to have that woman presence on a board. Like, it would have been completely. Marlowe was a great choice. I wish we would have had 2 spots, but we didn't.
Yeah. You feel intimidated in this position?
Not at all. Not at all. It's a lot to take on at once with people coming at you in every direction.
Yeah.
But I'm up for the challenge. I mean, I got to this point.
You're a parent, right?
I'm a parent. I have a teenager, so I'm up for the challenge, and I work for the people. If I can better anything for the people of this city, that's what I ran for.
Yeah.
I ran to make a difference, and if I'm no matter what, I'm still just one council member. I'm just one. And I mean, I don't have any greater power other than presiding over meetings and agenda, and I'll be fair. That's what, my district may not want what District 1 wants, but you know what? That item needs to be discussed of what District 1 wants.
Sure.
And that's the way it should be.
Do you have any history as far as anything like this in your life?
Well, I've served on a lot of boards, and I've presided over several boards, so I think that...
Did you have a gavel then?
I didn't, but that is such a great idea. I'm going to have to get one of those.
Yeah. Hey, not only are you the new city council president, but you're going to be sitting right here tomorrow morning anchoring our Veterans Day parade.
Sir.
Way to go. You along with Valerie Ogle, Miss Sylacauga.
Absolutely.
That's going to be fun.
I'm excited about that, and I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that rolls off about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning in downtown Sylacauga. And, Lord, veterans are so important to all of us.
Very important, and I'm grateful for their sacrifice and service to our country. I truly am.
Now, getting back to the city operations, we have some help coming from an entity here in Sylacauga with our animal shelter. I want to talk about that in just a minute.
Yes, we have several places that have been wonderful to our animal shelter. Toyota of Sylacauga, they are, it's free adoptions this month, and I believe they extended it to next month as well.
Yeah.
And that is helping our shelter out so much. We have a wonderful new animal control officer who is proactively working, and just as much, she's bringing animals in and they're getting adopted. And that has been phenomenal, and I could not thank Toyota of Sylacauga enough for their great contribution. Also, Oak Grove Feed and Seed, they have been incredible to the shelter. They're making sure that the upkeep outside is complete, that the grass is cut, that there's any pesticides that are animal friendly and safe that are put out. They're donating multiple bags of food. I mean, India has been phenomenal for the shelter as well. And there's just great partnerships that work together to make it a better shelter.
So you were elected to the council presidency on Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
What was your feeling on Wednesday morning when you awakened?
I
or did you sleep?
was just, well, honestly, It was just another day serving the people of Sylacauga.
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be negative people, regardless of if you're council president, if you're a
Do you
council
lean
member.
on gentlemen who have been president of the council?
I mean, it's always great to have the knowledge of former presidents.
Yeah.
Any former president of the council, whether it be 15 years ago or today, it's good to seek their advice to move forward because, you know, they obviously have done something right through the years for Sylacauga to be where it is today.
And obviously, we are moving forward in the city of Sylacauga with the holiday season upon us, and we had the holiday Christmas open house just this past Sunday.
Phenomenal.
You're
There
not
were
kidding.
So many people, and it had a great turnout. Laura Strickland and Nicole Rudd at the chamber and the chamber
I think
board.
they got that down, don't you?
I think they do too. I think they're pretty phenomenal. Laura's actually going to come brief the council in the work session at our next meeting on what's going on, you know, how Christmas open house went, and just give us an update on chamber happenings.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you know, we'll have the Christmas parade coming up in December. We've got the Veterans Day parade tomorrow, and we've got high school football right here in town tonight.
Right. I'm so proud of Comer, and I look forward to seeing them play and make it to the playoffs, you know, throughout the playoffs back to where they're playing for the title.
Yeah.
I think that they have a wonderful chance.
Okay, before we go, just a couple of notes on where do you think the city of Sylacauga needs to go from here? And I know you're the president of the council, you got one vote, but obviously you have some insight of direction you'd love the city of Sylacauga to go.
Just continue on a forward path to, you know, getting the pool, getting a new, you know, the new facility to house the pool so we can have a swim team again for the kids of the city. That's something that's major and that needs to be accomplished. And I hope to see that come to fruition, or begin to come to fruition.
Yeah, we're not going to snap our fingers, get it done.
No, I wouldn't know. Rome was not built in a day, so it's going to take time.
All right. Hey, congratulations
Thank
again
you.
on the high honor, and keep up the good work. And
Thank you.
you've always got an open microphone here, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate you, Jimmy Dale.
All right. More Daybreak just ahead. Don't go away.